The fires are going, the marshmallows are ready, and Winter Blast kicks off this weekend. We're live from Campus Martius with your forecasts coming up.
I'm in Sanilac Township, and we're going to take you to the Herculean efforts to save a roadway that was collapsing because of heavy erosion. The question is, did they get to it in time?
All right, Paula, also first at 4, another guilty plea in the growing corruption scandal at the UAW, what the former union official admits and the prison time he's facing. Breaking barriers in the Episcopal Church. This woman is doing something that's never been done in the Diocese of Michigan. These stories and much more, first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, breaking news on the coronavirus. A possible case is under investigation here in Metro Detroit as the crisis grows all around the world. We have just learned passengers on a flight into Metro Airport were screened by the CDC. For the latest, let's get to Kimberly Gill. She's in the newsroom with these breaking developments. Kim.
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. Delta Airlines tells us passengers on a flight from Tokyo were screened this afternoon. Metro Airport, as we've been saying, is among 11 in the U.S. where travelers who've been to China in the last 14 days are being diverted for enhanced health screenings. We do not know the circumstances behind this particular case. Also today, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services says it has sent a sample from a person in Oakland County to the CDC to be tested for coronavirus. They recently traveled to China. Those results are still pending. 4 other possible cases of the virus in Michigan previously came back negative. So soon, Michigan will be able to get those results back faster. The state expects to receive test kits from the CDC any day now, so it can conduct its own testing for the virus versus sending it off. It will take about a week to get those tests, though, up and running. The World Health Organization has announced there are more than 31,000 confirmed cases worldwide with more than 600 deaths. So far, there are 12 confirmed cases in the United States, but that number could rise because of this quarantine cruise ship off the coast of Japan. 61 people on board have tested positive for the virus. 11 of them are Americans, and it may be another week and a half until people are let off of that boat. Video captured American Rebecca Frazier being taken away by employees after she tested positive.
A little bit scared. Hard to know what the future holds since I don't really feel sick right now. Like, is it going to get worse?
Yeah, so in New Jersey, more than 24 people from China were screened for the coronavirus when this ship docked. So far, nobody on board, though, has tested positive, so good news there. And today, British scientists announced they expect to have a vaccine for the virus sometime early next year, but they warn there is still so much that they don't know about it, so the clinical trials will start later this summer. Karen, we'll keep you posted on it. Until then, we'll send it back to you for more news of the day.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Kim.
Sure.
Also breaking, federal investigators say the wreckage from Kobe Bryant's helicopter shows no evidence of engine failure. The NBA legend, his teenage daughter, and 7 others, including the pilot, died in the crash last month. There's much more investigating to be done, including what role a heavy fog may have played in the crash. Final report isn't expected for at least a year. Former top UAW official Vance Pearson has pleaded guilty for his role in the union's corruption scandal. Vance Pearson admitted he conspired with at least 6 others to embezzle union funds for things like golf, cigars, and clothes. As part of his plea agreement, Pearson has agreed to cooperate with the investigation into former presidents Gary Jones and Dennis Williams. Pearson faces a maximum of 5 years in prison. Ford Motor Company is shaking things up in the executive suite with a big promotion and a retirement. Jim Farley will become the chief operating officer responsible for all global markets and automotive operations. He will report to CEO Jim Hackett. Meantime, Ford's president Joe Hendrick is retiring after 19 years with Ford. Business editor Rob Maloney is going to take a close look at what those changes mean for Ford, and his report airs tonight at 5. History will be made this weekend as the Episcopal Diocese of Michigan will ordain its first lesbian bishop. The Reverend Bonnie Perry is both the first woman and first openly gay priest to be elected bishop since the diocese was formed back in 1836. Perry spent the last 27 years leading the All Saints congregation in Chicago. She will be ordained tomorrow at the Ford Community and Performing Arts Center in Dearborn. A recent snow seems to be the perfect lead up to the annual Winter Blast weekend. Ben's live at Campus Martius. And Ben, what does the first night look like over there?
I'm telling you, Karen, they picked a fantastic weekend. We've been down here when it's been too cold. We've been down here when it's been too warm, but this is right in the middle. And of course, everything kicks off at 5 o'clock tonight. We even got a little bit of some light snow coming in just to sort of frost the cake. Here's 4 Live radar, and you can see this stuff is light. It's mostly flurries, couple snow showers. But as we get later into the evening, we're going to see some of these snow showers become a little bit more organized in the west zone, on the other side of 275, and also down into the south zone as well. Accumulations in those spots may reach up to an inch during the evening, but most parts should stay south of there. Temperatures, we're right around that freezing mark and below right now, and then we're headed into the 20s as we go into tonight. And I'll tell you, it is a perfect night for not only all the activities out here at Winter Blast, but including roasting marshmallows. Can you get up? Can you get up there? Do you need help? You need me to hold you up? Okay, good. Oh, there we go. He couldn't get to the fire, so we're gonna roast his marshmallow. We're gonna get all these kids some food, and we're gonna get you a forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Karen, back to you.
Oh, you are a sweetheart. That was so nice of you to help him. Thank you, Ben. We'll check back with you in a couple minutes. Well, there has been an epic battle going on between man and Mother Nature along a critical roadway connecting Metro Detroit to the Thumb area. Heavy erosion has taken its toll on M25 in Sanilac Township, and that is where we find Paula Tutman this afternoon, who has been tracking efforts to fight the impact along the Huron shoreline.
I just want to show you a barometer of how fast that erosion actually happened. I need to be careful because it is still a little bit perilous, but this pole right here, so this power pole was actually on its way into the lake within an instant. A 700-foot swath of M25 was under heavy surveillance by MDOT. They knew that the bluff at the roadway just south of French Line Road in Sanilac Township was stressed. But it was that wicked nor'easter 3 weeks ago that eroded away easily 15 feet of earth, dangerously close to what many might consider the I-75 thoroughfare of the Thumb. Had you not started this remediation project, that house would have been lakefront instead of Lakeview?
That would have been lakefront, yes. I think so. I think that road would have caved in on us.
This year?
I believe so.
And here's how fast it happened. Here's a picture of M25 in the 2100 block of Lakeshore in June. Same swath in December. But look at it in January, after that nor'easter blew through, battering the Huron shoreline. A yeoman's effort to save the road to keep from having to shut down the Circle the Lakes Tour artery in Sanilac Township was on.
Over the last couple of years, those water levels have started to increase again, and you combine that with some of the pretty aggressive waves that we've seen, soil erosion became a much faster occurring issue.
U.S. Army Corps of Engineers just confirmed the highest lake levels in Lake Huron in history in January, and the projection is the new high water levels will be set every single month through July. High water, heavy winds, mammoth waves are beating the Huron shoreline, not into submission, but into non-existence. Sensors called inclinometers have been placed.
So something that maybe we can't see visually, it can detect movement below the ground.
These were the readings as of this morning. No significant movement. The grading of the earth, changing it from a bluff to a ramp, is working.
We were certainly in a situation where if we didn't act quickly, we would have had to close the road.
To save the road from caving, massive amounts of materials have been used to grade the bluff and protect it. Had it not been for the snow and the squalls today, this project would have actually been completed today. They believe they can get it done by next week. But keep in mind, this is just a Band-Aid fix. They still have to come in here in the fall and do a real fix so that this doesn't happen again so fast. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
All right, Paula, and the temporary fix carries a price tag of $300,000. The epic battle also continues for homeowners also fighting against the lake. Paula has that part of the story tonight when you join us at 6. Still ahead here, first at 4, a popular streaming service says it's heard your complaints and now it's making a change. What you need to do to take advantage of the upgrade. And is this a case of puppy love that's out of control? See if you would go as far as this dog owner to save your best friend. And heart health for women, the signs of trouble you could miss, and a reminder about the good habits we should follow. We mark National Wear Red Day next. But first, a reminder to watch Defending the Environment. Defenders and Help Me Hank team up on two big stories: the Madison Heights ooze investigation and contamination concerns along the Detroit River. What we have uncovered and what's next. That's Sunday at 8.